Hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I am your host, John Harris, and on my right-hand side is my right-hand man, Gabriel. And that sample you just heard was Straight From Hell by Paradise, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album called Paradise, self-titled, which was released via Vega Music on in March? Was it in March? Was it May? March. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So my note is correct. I stumbled for a second there, like my note was wrong. All right. Let's do that again.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. That's right.
You know you can just continue on, but...
I know. I can't just continue on. Don't worry. We're going to edit the whole thing. But if it were live, it would show my humility, of which I am greatly known. They've got a new album called Paradise, which was released via Vega Music in March. And right now I'm being joined by Francois to share some stories about the music and share more info about what the band has got going on. So, Francois, welcome to the show.
Hey, John. Thanks.
You are quite welcome. All right, coming back from the track Straight From Hell, which is pretty much exactly everything I would think a track called Straight From Hell would be, complete with motorcycles in the music video. Now, I guess take us through this track. I mean, what is Straight From Hell? Are you guys straight from hell? You're Paradise.
I thought it was like everything fitted well. It was actually, I think it was one of the first songs I kind of composed or recorded for the record. So it came out, really, again, straightforward, huge riffs, short song, really effective. That's the whole point of. I think that's what we're doing in general. It's straight to the point, hard rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned it was one of the first record songs that you would compose for the record. So my question then is, did this track then set the tone for what became the album? I think
so. Yeah, it was. I think it was a bit more on the metal side, or like it's a cross between a whole lot of genres. You can hear stoner rock in there. You can hear heavy metal. You can hear hard rock, and that's what we're all about. And I think everything's in that song. Yes.
Okay. I kind of an interesting question, but did you intend to put that many ingredients into the pot, or is that just kind of what?
No, I never intend to do anything. It just happens like that. You know, we're old guys. You know, we're kind of we're not has been, but we're playing right now the music we want to hear and we want to play. So it comes out that way.
Okay. Very cool. Now, if you dug the track Straight From Hell, you'd be super excited to know there is a music video that accompanies the track. You can check it out by going to today's show notes at www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. And, I couldn't tell if you guys were in L.A. or if you were in the sand dunes of Drumheller or Alberta. But since you mentioned you hadn't been out west, I'm curious. Take us through this music video.
We were right around Montreal. The van shots were filmed east side of Montreal in near Montreal East, where all the refineries and all the it's more of a end of the world schematics. You know, the images. The sand dunes, it's right outside of Montreal, called place Rodden. So it's not really far from home. It looks like we're somewhere else, but actually we're right here at home. The vans you see are all our vans. We're vanners, custom vanners. So it's our vans, our bikes. It's pretty much ourselves, and that's what we wanted to show, to put up there. Mm-hmm. It's that's what we are.
Okay, very cool stuff. I'm actually very shocked, but then also entirely not too terribly surprised. I remember reading an article once years ago that just about every single downtown looks exactly the same, and that it doesn't matter. Like if you take a picture somewhere downtown and you ask somebody where that is, they're not going to know.
No.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
All right, here I'm thinking the band shipped vans and motorcycles out to L.A. But no.
No, we don't have that kind of budget.
Groovy. All right. Well, let's go listen to the next track, Hitting on All Sixes.
Hitting on all.
Can you say it? You okay?
No, I don't think I can.
You don't think you can? Hitting on all sixes.
I'm laughing too much.
Oh, all right. All right, coming back from the track, Hitting on All Sixes, and I remember you saying something about mixing in like stoner rock and heavy metal and hard rock, and I think I'm definitely hearing, I don't know if it's called stoner rock, but some Deep Purple-ish Black Sabbath type stuff in there.
Yeah. There's loads of influences. Like I've been listening to rock and metal for years. We're in our mid 40s, so there's tons of stuff from the early years of metal. Priest is like Judas Priest is a big influences on me. As for the writing, you can find in the structures. There's a whole bunch of Caius, name them. We've listened to a whole bunch of stuff, so many stuff from all these years. So it comes out, in a way or another in different songs, and so I think it's a big mix of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No.
But again, it's never. I'm sorry. It's never. It's sometimes it's more on the metal side. Sometimes it's more on the rock and roll side, and we're always like in the middle of it. We're never too metal or too rock. It's always like it's a kind of a crossover.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm personally curious. Hitting on all sixes. Now that probably resonates with quite a few people who are listening in right now. But for me, I'm going, what does that mean?
It's an old expression, like when those old race cars, those inline six, they were like really well tuned. You'd say that or it's an expression that's everything's going well. You'd say, it's hitting on all sixes. So that's where it comes from.
Okay, cool. Now I'm curious. Then, is it a tribute to racing, or does it just mean you guys are doing really well?
I think it's all in all of our songs. We try to make the listener write his own story, So yes, it can be a lot of stuff. Yes, we're doing well. It can mean like whatever you want it to mean. Actually, I think like most of the songs, but we try to have like. When you listen to the songs, you can have like 2-3 meanings to the song. It doesn't really matter. As long as it makes you feel good, as long as it makes you want to go fast, as long as it's rock and roll,
Yeah, absolutely. And if you dug the track Hitting on All Sixes, you want to check out the music video, you can do so by going to today's show notes at www.therockandrollpodcast.ca. And Francois, if you wouldn't mind... because it's not really a lyric video, but like what is it? Take us through it.
Well, with everything going on right now, we couldn't shoot one. So we said, well, let's go with these old race cars and old clips of old race car drivers. So we've put up a clip using those images and add lyrics to it. So it's kind of a cross between the lyrics video and an actual whole clip,
Yeah.
We tried to make it work.
Very cool. Now, if you dug the 2 tracks Straight From Hell and Hitting on All Sixes, you'll be super excited to know that there is a full album, self-titled, called Paradise, which released via Vega Music. Now, I guess my big honking question, Francois, is... these 2 tracks that we listened to today, is this what we should expect from the record?
Yes, there's more, but there's also more aggressive stuff. It's basically what represents the album the most. But we tried on that particular record to incorporate more. I don't know how to say it. Not to be like in your face all the time. So there's more laid back songs on the records, but there's more aggressive songs also. So I think all in all, we tried to put to trash all the things we didn't really want to hear. So everything's is in that record. I don't know if I'm clear enough, but yes, I've tried. We've tried on that record to incorporate everything we love in metal and rock, and so
yeah,
you'll hear all of that in the record.
Very cool. All right, now you mentioned that there's a situation going on. I can't imagine what you mean by that, but kind of a little joke. But anyway, with the situation going on, especially what I'm reading in the news, where you're at seems to be getting quite ransacked at the moment.
Yeah.
Guys, stop hugging each other or something. I don't know. I guess normally we would be chatting about all those, summer festivals and tours that you'd normally be setting up for and doing that, unfortunately, but we're not. So I guess my question is, is there any news that maybe you want to chat about that I didn't ask or that I missed?
We're more clips. We're trying to do stuff like on their like everyone on their own. Writing the next record is almost done. I had the time to write another record. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming, and we won't be stuck at home for. I think it'll take another year for like those venues and festivals to get back on their feet, but still we can still create and put out stuff.
Okay, very cool. Now, I think that's everything. So unless there's anything else that you wanted to mention or throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast.
Thanks for the invite, Anthony. It's really appreciated.